Here are 5 different baseball tips that you can do at home that will fix your broken swing. Step 1 is how you get into the box, how you present yourself to the pitcher. Are you standing in the box like this or like this? Right before I got into high school, I stepped into every box flat-footed like this. Probably why I struck out most of the time. I was told, don't step in the box with your feet close together. This gives you really no power at all in your swing. Instead, spread your legs. This will give you a whole lot more power, a whole lot more pressure on your back foot to push off of when you swing at a baseball. One drill that also helped me break out of standing up straight is literally getting as far apart as your legs will allow you. And just take a few swings like this. You don't have to load up with your foot or anything. Just stand like this in the batter's box and take a few swings off of a tee, off of a tee popper, whatever tool you have, or just have someone toss balls to you. And this will correct how you stand in the batter's box in a game. Step 2 is the load. The load is one of the most important aspects of getting a good baseball swing. So nearly everyone I see that has a bad swing does not load. They stand in the batter's box, flat-footed, wait for the ball to come to them, and when the ball comes, then they pull back and try to swing, and they always drive it opposite field with like literally no power. And this is what I did too. I didn't even get into the outfield. All I did was get into the infield. So a load is when the pitcher lifts his foot to deliver. That is when you get out of your batting stance, whatever it may be, and you pull back like this. It should look something like this. And however you load is up to you. It can just be twisting this foot to be able to turn when you hit the ball. It could be literally rearing back, which I don't recommend because you have a better chance of messing up your swing if you do that. And step number 3 could be what I do, and that is a toe tap, which I touch back here and then I drive with my foot and swing to hit the ball. So in one fluid motion, it would look something like this. The load is so important. It is what helps you get on top of those balls and actually pull them. Without a load, my hits didn't really go anywhere. Number 3 is probably the most important, and it is how you actually swing. They tell you to swing closed, and that, you're probably wondering what that even means. And that's actually pretty simple. When you swing, my swing was out in front of me. So I would swing like this. This is not how you're supposed to swing. It takes away about 75% of your power. Instead, when they swing closed, it means swing close to your body. So my hands shouldn't be very far from my torso. Meaning when I swing, I should come and meet the ball like this, with my elbow very close to my side, and will meet the ball. This will actually also help me decide better what is a ball and what is a strike. If it's out here and my swing is out here, I'm most likely to swing at that. If it is inside, all I have to do is keep my elbow close to my ribs, and I'll be able to meet the ball a whole lot quicker. It also helps you not pull the ball foul every time. With a swing like this, if I swung early, I would chop the ball down into the foul line, and it was basically horrible. With a improved swing, by keeping your elbow close to your ribs, I'm able to turn on a ball and still catch it with 95% of my power, if not 100%. And what is a drill you can do to help you improve this? You don't just learn it overnight. It takes a lot of practice. Basically, find a fence, a wall, even a bush, and pretend it's right here. I want you to put the bat up against your chest and have the tip touching whatever it is, the fence, the wall, or the tree, literally whatever it is, as long as it's not anything of value, because if you hit it, that's not going to be good. Get your bat like this, get it to the tip of whatever you're trying not to hit, and then take swings like this, trying not to hit them. You do not want to hit the fence or the wall. This will close off your swing. I was taught this maybe once or twice in Little League and was rarely even taught it in high school. But it is a exercise that will really improve your swing, and it's something I wish I had learned way earlier in my baseball career. So it would look something like this in one fluid motion. You put it up, you pull back, and you swing. It's not supposed to look pretty, but that is the beauty of this exercise, because in the game, when you go to hit a ball, your swing will be much more closed and will give you 25 if not 30% extra power than what you started out with. Number 4 is swinging with your body and not just your arms. I know a lot of you think if you have good foot placement of your legs and you time it well, that you just need to swing with your arms. Well, if you want even more power, implement your chest, your legs, your hip. So what you should do is when you load and you see it as a strike and you know for a fact you're going to swing, after you plant that foot down, twist your hip, then bring your chest forward with your elbow, and your arms and hands shall follow, and you can drive it with your entire body. And this will give you at least 45+% of your power, rather than if you were just swinging with your arms. Now, if you swing with your arms, it's not technically a horrible thing, unlike your foot placement and how you swing, which is more critical. But if you swing with your body, you're going to get much more power, and that will look something like this in one fluid motion. Swinging with your body, not just your hands. And step number 5 is where your foot lands after you load and lunge to the ball. So your back foot should not move. I don't care if it turns a bit as you swing, but I don't want it moving at all. Lock that back foot in, do not let it move. Your front foot is a little more complicated. My swing, after I started learning how to pull the ball, I started stepping out. And this is a recipe for disaster. Not only are you open to a ball hitting you in the face, but also when you swing and you turn out, you're turning your entire body away, and your swing will either pull it off or you will miss it altogether, which is what I did a lot of times. So instead, when you load, pull your back foot back. If you do a toe tap, whatever you do to load, and when you lunge forward, lunge straight to the pitcher, and then your entire body will follow. And if a ball is outside in the strike zone, don't think you have to keep your foot straight and reach for it. You can bring your foot in a tiny bit to get to that ball, to send it opposite field. But don't do what I did, which was not only lunge for it, but I also tried to get in front of it to pull a outside ball, because I wasn't used to hitting balls opposite field. So instead, you can lean a tiny bit in. I would not recommend crossing over too much, because if you cross over the plate, umpires don't like that and they'll probably call an out on you. So instead, go just a little bit out of the strike zone for an outside pitch. But for a pitch that is right on the money, right where you like it, just lunge directly forward and let your entire body and hands follow with it. And for a drill to help you not pull your back foot out, if you have a spare bat, take an extra bat and just place it right behind your foot as a barrier you're not supposed to cross. So place it right behind the front foot. The back foot doesn't really have a problem with moving, so I don't really care if your back foot doesn't have part of the bat showing or not. Now with that there, you do not want to turn or you'll roll over on this bat. So now your body is forced to come forward when you swing rather than over. And if you do this a number of times, you'll eventually correct it. I thought it was kind of pointless because without the bat, I just went right back to doing it. So I gave up for a while. I started training more to go forward and just taking a lot of hacks and watching people who knew how to swing rightly and then doing what they did. That gave me a lot more frontal movement with my foot rather than pulling out. And now I really don't have a problem with it at all. So that is a very good exercise that I would actually recommend if you're trying not to pull back with your foot. And that is 5 easy tips to help you improve your broken swing. I hope you enjoyed this video. As always, I'm Raptured. God bless y'all. Peace out.